Today, I'm going to be walking you step by step on how you can get started running your first Google ad campaign. Let's jump straight into it. Now, most people think that running ads on Google Ads is a lot more complicated than what it really is. It's actually very, very simple. So the first thing that we need to do is run over to Google and just simply search up Google Ads. Always make sure that you go to Google Ads and not Google AdSense. They're two completely different things. Google Ads is what we're going to go with. So I searched up Google Ads and the website is going to be ads.google.com. Now from here, what we're going to do is simply click on sign in, and then we're going to get the first steps that we need to do. So let's go ahead and create our first campaign. So from here, we're just going to have to fill out our information. So what's our business name? In this case, I'm going to put Pet Central. So on here, what you're going to need to do is make sure that you choose the most relevant page for what you want to promote. Do you want to promote one specific product? Put the link to that one product here. Do you want to promote your entire website? Go ahead and put that one here. In my case, I'm going to do my entire website. Now you do have a couple of other options. So if you do simply just want to promote your phone number because you want to get more leads or more people inquiring about your business, you could also go down here, or your app download page if you have an app you want to download. Now these two are not relevant for us, so let's just stick to your website and go ahead and click on next. Now these next parts, they're not relevant, so let's go ahead and skip. And now is where the real fun starts. So what is going to be our main advertising goal? Well, like I said earlier, we're not going to be giving people our phone number because it's not relevant to our business. We're dropshippers. We don't want people calling us. So for us, the best option is going to be our second one, get more website sales or leads. So let's go ahead and click on next. Now on this page, Google is going to ask you, what do you want customers to do on your page? So do you want people to start a checkout, or do you want people to simply add items to their cart, or do you want people to actually complete a purchase? Or if you have a subscription, do you want them to sign up for your subscription? Now the subscription part, that's not really relevant to us right now unless you're offering a subscription service. So what I'm going to go with is Google's recommendation, which is simply for customers to begin a checkout. Now we can go with customers complete a purchase, but as long as our checkout process is already optimized and essentially working, then we should be good with customers begin checkout. So let's go ahead and click on this one and click on next. All right, now it's time to write our ad. By default, we're already going to have a few things that are already suggested by Google. Google's going to take a look at our website, and it's also going to take a look at the headline or the name of our store, and it's going to start to autofill everything based on what it sees. So we can go ahead and change this, of course. Now we can either write our own description and our own headline or title, or we can simply ask ChatGPT. But a few things that you need to keep in mind is going to simply be, we need to catch our customers' attention. And the easiest way to do this is going to be by addressing a pain point. So taking into consideration what I put earlier for the name of my store, Pet Central, we're going to go ahead and write a headline and do everything specifically for a pet store. So headline 1, looking for a print shop. That is not right. Even though on the website that I put on there, it did have some stuff about printing, but that's not going to be relevant for this. So headline 1, let's address some sort of pain point. So let's assume that one of the things that we're going to be selling, or for the most part advertising, is going to be one of those pet combs, or the ones that simply help groom your pets to get rid of hair. Let's go ahead and address that pain point. So our first headline is going to be pets leaving hair everywhere. Then headline 2 is going to be the name of our store, Pet Central, or we can also change it if we choose to. And then we also have a third headline, which I'm not going to go with the third one. Let's just leave the first two. So I'm actually going to change the second one. I'm going to put, we have your pet hair solution. So pets leaving hair everywhere, we have your pet hair solution. Or actually, you know what? We have your grooming solution. So that way we don't have pet hair on both sentences. All right, next we need to write a description. So we need to do a quick description for our store. So I put something simple. So have pet hair problems, pets leaving hair on your furniture, check out Pet Central to get all your grooming needs. Now, from what I've been seeing here, these two are actually interchangeable. So every once in a while, Google will switch this one and then put it on the top part, and then it'll put your second one on the bottom part. So that's actually why they have two separate descriptions. So don't try to make it into a paragraph. Make sure that both descriptions are essentially two different points, that it's not really going to matter where it goes. So in this case, I'm just going to remove this part. So pets leaving hair on your furniture, check out Pet Central to get all your grooming needs. So what I did was simply change it to don't let your pet shed all over the furniture. So that way it doesn't really matter if that goes on the first part or the second part. It's still going to make sense for whoever sees it. And at the end of the day, it's still going to be addressing a pain point. All right, now if we do want to add more descriptions, we can go ahead and just add another one here, but I'm not going to do that. And the third option down here is telling us to show a call button in your ad. We don't want to do that. We don't want people calling us. So let's go ahead and take that one off. And let's go ahead and click on next. Okay, so my mistake, we actually do need the third headline. Let's just put one more and put the name of the store. So Pet Central. All right, so next we're gonna have to go ahead and add a few images for our ads. Now, the first one is gonna be something like a banner image. So you can put something here that represents your business or the different types of things that you sell. In my case, I'm simply just gonna put in an image of a puppy Perfect. Now let's go ahead and adjust this a little bit. Let's put him down here. Same thing here. Let's put him right in the center and done. Then the next image that we're going to have to upload is going to be our logo. So let's go ahead and upload that one as well. Now, once everything is uploaded, the next thing we're going to have to do is simply go ahead and click on next. And now we're going to have to choose a few search terms that people are looking for on Google that are relevant to what we're doing or to what we're going to be offering. So what we can do is simply go ahead and click on new keyword theme and just add a theme. So let's add pets, and then Google will suggest to us a few different search terms that people are looking for. So pet smart, pet safe, pet hotel, apartment complex, pet groomers. Pet groomer would be a good one. Let's look for something else. In this case, let's do dog. So dog houses, dog treadmills, dog walker, dog trainer. We can simply just put dog for this one. Do the same thing for cats. Then let's look up pet toys, because we're also going to be offering a few pet toys in our store. Or simply, you know what? Let's go with pet store actually. Now we have to think about what else people would be searching for when they search for our products. So something, let's say like pet grooming, pet supply store, that would also work. So let's do pet grooming, and then let's also do the pet supply store. So what we can do to look up a few more search terms is simply go to something like ChatGPT, and we can ask it to see what it suggests to us. So give me suggestions for search terms for Google Ads for a pet grooming store. So pet grooming services near me, that's actually a really good one. Affordable pet grooming, dog grooming services, cat grooming services. All right, let's go ahead and check some of these out. All right, so once we're happy with the keywords, we can simply just go ahead and click on next. And now we have to choose where we're going to be advertising our products in terms of geolocation. Where are you dropshipping to? In my case, I only dropship to the US. So I'm going to simply stick to the United States. But if you want to be more specific, or let's say you want to offer something solely in, let's say, Florida, you can go ahead and do that simply by putting it over here, Florida. So Florida, United States. And then here, what we need to do is remove United States, and we would only target Florida. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not only going to be targeting Florida. So let's take that off, and let's go ahead and click on next. Now you're going to have to select your budget. This is going to be very dependent on you, but Google does offer you a few suggestions. Now I'm not going to go with 8 or 15. I'm actually going to enter my own budget, and I'm going to do $10 daily. Obviously, this is all dependent on you and how much you can afford. So make sure you choose this one carefully. This is going to be a daily average. So this is how much Google is going to spend on average each day for a maximum of $304 a month. And if you want to see an estimated amount of clicks that you're going to be getting, you can see that over here. So get an estimated 230 to 320 clicks each month, meaning for $304 a month, we could potentially get between 230 and 320 visitors to our store. So from here, let's just run over and click next again. Now we just need to review everything, make sure it's all good. All right, so everything looks good. Go ahead and click on next. And now we need to go ahead and put in our payment information and just fill this part out. So for here, I'm going to leave this as is. I have to create a new payment profile, organization or individual. I'm just going to go with individual, Mario, and then my zip code. Now we need to add our payment method, and we can either add a bank account or we can go with a credit or debit card. I'm going to go with a credit or debit card because it's a lot quicker. All right, once you go ahead and pay for it, you are going to have a minimum of a $50 charge on your card, but that is going to be temporary. That's going to drop off within a week. Now, after you do that, your ads are going to be in review. It usually takes about 1 to 2 business days for Google to approve them. And now we can go ahead and click on next. Now, this next part is actually pretty important if you choose to do it, but it's not mandatory because at this point, our ads are already set up and they are going to be going live within a couple of days. But if you want to keep track of the analytics and make sure that these ads are actually converting and they're working, then you're going to go ahead and copy this code over here or copy this tracking ID over here, and you're going to be able to put it into your Shopify store. Now, after you go ahead and add that information to your Shopify store, so that way you can keep track of conversions and everything, this is the next page you're going to see. And this is going to be your overview or your dashboard where you can see if anybody's clicked on it. You can also see how many impressions there have been for your ads. You're also going to be able to see your average cost per click. And down here, you can see the status of your ad currently. So we created a campaign. Currently, the policy is in review. And then we're going to start to see our impressions and our conversions. And that's how you can quickly get started with running your first Google ad. Now, as you saw, it's very simple. And this is more or less a quick start guide. There's a lot more to this, and there's a few other ads that you can do. If you want more information on that, just drop a comment down below and let me know if you want a more in-depth tutorial, and we'll go ahead and get one out for you guys. And also with that, if you want a cheat sheet with everything that I talked about in this video and a lot more, then go ahead and drop a comment down below with the hashtag Google Ads and let me know what your takeaway from this video was, and I'll go ahead and send it to you in a link so that way you can check it out. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. My name is Mario with AutoDS, and I'll catch y'all next time.